Hey guys, it's Ben the Coin Geek at Old Pueblo Coin, and I got a question on Instagram that I wanted to address here from Mike. Mike was asking somewhat specifically, and then I'm going to take it and run with it here. He's watched some of the YouTube videos. He wants to start flipping coins to make some extra money to start a collection. I have $3,000 to start. Was wondering if you had any suggestions. Thanks. All right, so a couple different things here now. Because it sounds like there's two different questions going on here. You want to flip coins or do you want to collect coins? And so I'm going to address both things a little bit differently. First with the flipping coins thing, because oddly enough, I don't think I've really addressed this very much on the channel, and that is buying coins and selling coins to make money, which I know a lot of you already do. And so, but for someone who's just starting to get into it and is wondering about flipping coins, the basic premise, of course, is oddly enough, being able to buy something at one level and sell it at a higher level. Now, this takes all kinds of forms. So even though at first it sounds simplistic, you have to know the value of things, and you have to know the value of things to a point that you know what someone else is willing to pay for it, and be able to find that person who's going to buy it. Now, once again, it sounds simple, but as my former boss, Mr. Coinman, would say, anyone can buy a coin. Right? He also used to say anyone can pay too much for a coin. These are both truisms, and they'll serve you well in this process of learning how to flip coins. But I would actually broaden it out beyond coins and say I have a lot of customers that do really well buying silver and gold at yard sales, small pieces of jewelry, silverware, things of that nature, and then selling them to me at the store. So one of the things that I want to mention is this is going to vary a lot depending on where you live. So for some of you, if you live somewhere in a metropolitan area where you have coin dealers, someone you've established a relationship with, being able to know what that person is willing to pay for something will really help you in this venture. So because my own personal belief is it's a whole lot easier and better most of the time to buy something and sell it to somebody in a store than it is to sell it on eBay. And that has a lot to do with the hassle factor. Now this varies depending on the type of item, but if you're just talking about common date silver dollars or 90% US silver junk coin, things of that nature, usually I'd rather just, if I buy it at a yard sale or off of Craigslist, be careful on Craigslist, be careful on eBay, be careful at yard sales. We're just putting together a roadmap here for you a little bit. Be careful is always a part of it. But you want to know your stuff. Take those items, if you can buy those items and then quickly sell them to a local dealer or coin shop or someone that you know is looking for them, then to me that's always the fast nickel always beats the slow dime. This is an expression that you may have never heard before, but I'm full of them, people, full of them, because I hear from people all the time. They give me a lot of good quotes to use. So when it comes to flipping coins, another thing you can look at is, of course, anything that's coming from the US Mint that looks like it's going to be a hot commodity, a limited mintage. If you want to put up with the short frustration of trying to buy a few, I know over the last 5 years or so, a lot of products have been very flippable from the US Mint. They've come out in a way that you can actually purchase them, and as soon as they come in, sell them typically on eBay and make 2, 3, 4 times your money on something, which is good. Now, he mentioned specifically that he had a certain amount of money to start with. Now, this is where it gets interesting because he also mentioned he wanted to buy coins. So the buying coins part is really a matter of finding what you like. But what I do want to address is if you have a certain amount of money, that what I would consider doing is really just tracking your money well. And that is to say, if you go ahead and spend $500 at a yard sale, and then you're able to turn that into $700 or $800, this is the part that people start to lose money on, because all of a sudden they've got a little extra money, and trying to figure out what to do with that. In this scenario, maybe what you would do, or in almost any scenario, you want to grow your seed money, that original dollar amount, whatever it is, you want that amount to grow, and you want to grow your collector money also. So what I would suggest, depending on how much you started with, is that you are always maintaining your seed money, your check or cash or whatever it was. He had the example of $3,000. So if you're going to keep rotating money through here, some people would suggest you always just keep that money exactly the same and only spend your profits, right? I am suggesting that you actually are doing a little bit of both, that you want that seed money to grow to a certain level to where you feel like you can always go ahead and buy something at a moment's notice. Having money on hand is very helpful. If you need to go and find money or get money or sell something first to get the money, lots of times what you will run into is a situation where you can lose a deal. So money talks, as they say, and there's other things that walk. We don't know what it is, but money talks, and at a yard sale or private citizen or anything like that, having the money on hand is really helpful. So how you just divide your percentages depends a little bit on what your goal is with the collecting. And that's another video for another day of finding things to collect. But if you're collecting things that you hope to have an increase in value, you can always go the route of just the key date coins. This is very common knowledge. A lot of people use this. You just buy the coins that are considered the most popular, so they will have the most upside and demand in the long run. Generally I do like to tell people collect what you like and enjoy the hobby aspect. But if you want to keep flipping coins and turning money into more money and grow it, you should still have an objective on this side for the collecting aspect of what it is that you like and what you would want to collect. If you are talking about coins that are in the $1,000 to $1,500 range and you're not going to take the time to learn about key dates, a quick minor recommendation, Indian head $10 gold pieces in lower mint state, certified, MS60 1, 2, 3, somewhere in there. Nice little area based on the dollar amount that Mike had mentioned. If you want to buy coins that are in that dollar amount. Anyway, we'll talk more about flipping coins down the road. I like the subject, I like the topic, I like the question, and hopefully that'll help you guys out. I'm sure a bunch of you have stories about buying and flipping stuff. If you want to share them, go ahead and leave them down in the comment section below. I'm Ben the Coin Geek. Thanks so much for watching, and you can subscribe by clicking on the button in the corner and watch more videos on the right side of the screen. Thanks.